Good morning, people. Actually, wait, let me rephrase that. Good lunchtime, my fellow Homo sapiens. The van is looking nice and tidy, and I slept pretty well. Probably something to do with the fact that right in front of me there is a pizza restaurant. I just tend to sleep a little better knowing that I have pizza nearby. As you can see, I'm in a beautiful location. In fact, rather than just telling you where I am, why don't I actually show you the full extent of it? So that is the van parked over the back there, and over this side we have a lake. And not just any old lake. I think you'll agree this is an exceptionally beautiful lake. We are in Austria, and the small town which is over the other side of the lake there is called Hallstatt, which, if you type it into Google, it happens to be one of the most visited and one of the most beautiful places in Austria. So yesterday I took a boat from this little dock here all the way across the lake to Hallstatt, and I filmed 2 videos over there, 2 videos in one day. It's quite impressive. You might be wondering where those videos are. Well, they are on my second channel. Well, they will be. In fact, by the time this video comes out, I don't know whether the second channel's even been launched, but the videos were filmed for my second channel. And all I'll say at this stage is one of the videos exposes the truth about Austria's most beautiful town, and the other one exposes some human remains. But I'll let you watch those on the other channel. But today I am leaving Austria and I'm heading down to what I thought was called Slovenia, but apparently not. It's called Slovenia. And upon doing my last minute research this morning in bed, I found out that there is no wild camping allowed there whatsoever, so you have to book a campsite, and there's fairly limited options. But I did manage to find one. Well, it's not really a campsite, it's like a private parking spot, and I've messaged them to ask if I can stay, so I'm just heading back to the van now to see if I've got a reply. Okay, we are in luck. So I asked if there was a space available tonight, and they said yes. So I said, perfect, I'm in Austria at the moment, I'm going to start driving. Shall I follow the directions from Park for Night? To which they said yes. So I said, thank you, I'll see you later on. And then kind of worryingly, they replied saying, good luck. I mean, that's not the sort of message you really want to hear. Why would I need luck? I wonder what's going to happen. But there is only one way to find out. Let's hit the road and start heading on down to Slovenia. I've been driving for about an hour and a half. I think I've got about 2 hours left to go. I just pulled over to get some fuel and a snack. I thought I'd show you what the average petrol station looks like in Austria. So obviously there's the Pigeon right next to the motorway. We've got the BP here, but when we walk through the other side of it, we are greeted with a backdrop like nothing you will ever see in the UK. Dankeschön. I've driven through some amazing places in Austria so far. I've put into the sat-nav that I don't want to go through toll roads, so it's taken me through a lot of villages and towns. It's going to take a little bit longer, but you get nicer scenery, and it's not exactly a stressful drive that I'm having to do. It's nice and relaxed, so I'm happy to drive an extra 30-40 minutes or so and save that money as well. But we still need to press on. We got, like I say, about 2 hours driving left. So I'm going to get this snack down me, drink a bit of my energy drink, fuel up the van, and then hit the road once again. It looks like we are just pulling up now. There is a Park for Night sign in front of us.
Do you need to fill it?
Oh, water. Not right now.
Okay.
Maybe in the morning, tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Tu mamy potem szlak.
Ah,
A
yes.
nie.
This is perfect, yes.
Yeah.
How do you say thank you?
Hvala.
Zvala?
Hvala, yes.
Kvala.
Yeah.
Kvala.
Awesome.
So it literally does just look like it's somebody's house here, and they're letting people stay on their driveway, which is pretty decent of them. Obviously it does come at a fee, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't got a clue what that fee is. I forgot to check, but I'm sure it's not going to be a lot. But look at that view that we have out of the front of the van. That is absolutely incredible. Now I'm pretty sure, do not quote me on this, but we're still in the Alps, but the scenery is starting to change a little bit. In fact, on the way in here I saw a river, and it was running by the side of the road, and it had this sort of milky white colour to it. So at some point on my stay here, I do want to get closer to that river so I can film it properly. But for now, I reckon we should go and check out these horses. God, they must be loving life. They're coming straight over to say hello. Hello. So you get to wake up to this view every day, do you? What's your name, by the way? Interesting. See you later, guys. Nice to meet you. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Behind this pile of logs, there is literally just a sheer drop. That is pretty far down as well. I can actually hear the river. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but we're not that far from it. I've been doing a bit of research to try and find something to do tomorrow, but as of yet, I've not come up with anything spectacular. But I have managed to get a bit of work done on the laptop, and as you can see by the CCTV, in fact, what am I doing? We've got a real life viewing platform over here. It is now dark. I had a message from the lady that owns this place, and she said to deal with a payment in the morning, so there's nothing left to do tonight other than eat. And I've got a worrying feeling my options are limited. There's yogurt things. Oh, look at these, right? These are mental. So I bought them because they got a cinnamon thing on the front, so I thought maybe they're like cinnamon yogurts or something. But I had one last night, and it was like this really it was like bobbly. I think it might be some sort of rice pudding. It was quite nice, but it was really weird, the texture. Anyway, what have we got in the freezer? Oh, we got fish fingers. We're going to have to check the emergency rations. What? Oh, there's plenty in here. And just like that, I've managed to sort out a 3-course meal. So for the starter, we have a vitamin tablet. Moving on to the main course, beef noodles. I've got no idea what country I bought these from. It wasn't on this trip, I know that, but it's all in foreign. And then to stick with the healthy theme, for dessert, we shall be having a protein bar. This is brilliant news as well, because it means I get to test out my new induction kettle. According to the instructions, we need to deckelhalb offen mit Kaugen wissen weib zigzib. I don't know what that means. Let's just whack some water in here, turn the power on full whack, and await the whistle. She's alive! She's alive! Literally, that took about 1.5 minutes. Induction is the way forward. And there we have it, a gourmet meal for one. But I don't want this series to be too much about what happens inside the van. I want it to be more about what happens outside the van and the countries that we visit. So I'm going to tuck into this, then I'm going to do a little bit more research on the phone, get me some sleep, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Now it's time for you to get on my fork, you little wormy animals. This better be from a cow. I tried to do one thing in each country. So there's something called the Vintgar Gorge.
Yes.
From what I've read, you have to park somewhere and then get a bus.
Yes.
So do you think the gorge is worth visiting? Is it good?
Yes.
A Jeffrey Dahmer case.
Yes.
Havala.
Yes.
There's a nice morning mist above the mountains at the moment, but I've been told that there's going to be rain later on, and we've got things to do, so we need to get out of here straight away and hit the road. But obviously I couldn't leave without saying goodbye to you guys. It was nice meeting you. Thank you very much for the hospitality. One ticket
One ticket.
for the gorge, please.
Okay, I will give you. Here is your ticket with your time.
Voila. Let me fill you in on what the hell is going on. So first of all, I had to abandon the plan of finding that river because I looked on Google Maps all the way along a huge stretch of it, and there was just nowhere that I could access it from where I was staying. But we did get that little drone clip of it last night, so that will have to do. But instead, we have something far more spectacular lined up. And as it happens, there is a river right next to the car park that I'm at here. It's a different river. It's not the milky white one I wanted to see, but it's still a river. But talking of the car park here, I don't know why there's a car park here, because I was specifically told that to come to this place I had to park outside of the area and get that bus over to here. So you might be wondering, where is here? Well, here is a gorge. I don't know exactly what a gorge is. I think it's just a massive bit cut out of the landscape, and the river runs through the entire thing. Apparently in the summer it is absolutely packed with tourists, but because it's October, hopefully it's not going to be too bad, although as you can see there's a fair few of them knocking about. My ticket entry time is 1 o'clock and it's currently 1:45, so I'm just sitting down waiting. And in the meantime I thought I'd look up how long this walk actually is, and I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. Possibly the biggest mistake of my life to date. 1 hour and 41 minutes. It's a 3.4 mile loop. Who the hell signed me up for this? Thank you. Regarding what you are about to see upon my skull, don't laugh. I'm not going to be dramatic and say that this is the worst day of my entire life, because once I accidentally ate some pasta with mushrooms in it. But it's certainly up there. Although let's look on the bright side. A couple of weeks ago, I broke a world record. I was the only human to ever get up early enough to witness 2 sunrises in 1 week. And if I complete this walk, that'll be another record. The longest distance ever travelled by foot in one single sitting. Well, one single walking. I wish I was sitting. Oh, great. And as if things couldn't get any worse. Tourists. I don't know how well you can hear me at this particularly aggressive spot, but I'm beginning to wonder if they might have some sort of pizza restaurant halfway round. You can probably hear me a little better now. I've got to a nice calm, serene section. It's lifting my mood a little, not gonna lie, but I've realised if I keep stopping to take little video clips, I am probably never going to make it out of here alive. So I'm gonna crack on and do a bit of a walk, and I'll catch up with you guys in about half an hour. I've made a fair bit of progress. We're actually about 45 minutes through right now, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling alive and on top of the world. It's lucky I had an extra large coffee this morning. As you can see, the river has calmed right down now. I don't know if it will stay like this for the rest of the walk, but either way, I'm feeling at one. By my prediction, I have reached the halfway point, and I've got a few things to report on. Number one, I managed to lose the helmet. There was a little collection point, so I'm assuming we're not going past any more dangerous rock faces. Number two, we went over a tall section. That was quite nice. Number three, we went past a very angry section. In fact, we actually went past 2 very angry sections, so that was rather enjoyable as well. Number 4, are we on number 4? I think we're on number 4. I saw a wild caffeinated beverage plant, so I was able to pluck myself a delicious can of Coley. Number 5, I saw some mushrooms that were literally covered in mould. And number 6, probably the most exciting of all, I saw a very smooth log. And I don't mean a tourist took a dump over the edge of the bridge. I literally saw a very smooth log. The last half of the walk was very different. It was effectively a climb of about 17,000 steps up through the forest. That then opened up into a field full of cows, but that field led back into the forest where we had to climb a little bit further, then walk along a steep ridge before finally descending back down to the level of the river, where I have thankfully arrived at the starting point. And I'll tell you one thing, I am just about done. I carried the drone with me for that entire way, and I've got quite a big drone these days. But I think that shot that I got with it was worth it. In fact, I might have a second shot as well, so I'll put that on the screen now. But yeah, all jokes aside, what an absolutely beautiful place. The first half of that walk was well worth it. The second half was more like, get me the hell out of here. And by the way, the time is now 10 to 3, and we started the walk at 1. So all that there is left to say at the moment is thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it's massively appreciated, and I will catch you on the next episode.